And a welcome inside Dodger Stadium here in Los Angeles. Tonight, the Stars are out in this minor league all-star matchup between the Texas League's South Division and the Texas League's North Division. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Carlos Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, DJ Peters, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. From the stretch, line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit. Now a long throw home, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, talking about having a game tonight, that's his 3rd RBI of the game with that base hit, Dero.
Yeah, he must be hungry because that's 3 ribeye steaks for the big boy right there. Just a nice approach all night and able to come through for the team.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 7-0.
Now batting, number 33.
Number 7 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Now pitching for the Northern Division, number 7.
They find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
12-1 at the end of this one. The Northern Division jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Carlos Hernandez is credited with the win. Dalton Jeffries was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Flezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. Cody Bellinger has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
starts running. Break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. Home run number 39 on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Austin Barnes.
Into the box, Austin Barnes, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. His numbers against Brian Shaw, he's 0 for 5. Now the 0-1. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Austin Barnes leaves the yard with a solo shot. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the blowout continues.
Well, sometimes runs come in bunches, and that's definitely the case in this inning. That's 3, count them, 3 home runs in this frame alone. 4 for the game. Did someone throw a home run derby they didn't tell me about? Sure looks that way.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey.
Here's Corey Seager. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Tapia going back out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for Corey Seager. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
That most pitchers fear, that line drive that zipped right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the runner is in from second. The relay, and would you believe it? It's a triple to give him the cycle. A.J. Pollock just hit for the cycle. What a thrill for him and everybody here in attendance for that matter.
Wow, this is great, Matt. I've seen a few others besides this one, and it is really exciting for everyone, even the broadcaster. It's such a rare feat in our sport, and it always seems to come out of nowhere. So it's pretty cool we got a chance to see some baseball history in this one.
Turner swings, and it's a very well hit ball to left. Way gone out to the tree farm. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 11 for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here. If you've lost count, it's understandable. That was their 9th home run of the game. Can you believe what we're seeing in this? Can you believe what we're seeing out of this lineup today, guys?
Yeah, Matt. You know what, D-Roll? We got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
For his career in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as the blowout continues. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Well, that's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Next to the plate for the Padres, Austin Hedges. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, he's gone 3 for 8. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
So he got him swinging. Austin Hedges goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Number 59.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And it's fouled away. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
This guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 13 for him on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, the strategy to walk the previous batter intentionally was sound. In my opinion, what wasn't sound was the execution of the last pitch, which was promptly deposited far beyond anyone's reach. That stings, but I don't fault the manager for trying to do the right thing.
Please.
Now with the plate, Greg Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now batting.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Eric Hosmer goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It'll be the youngsters with the chance to shine here, the Futures game between the National League Futures and the American League Futures. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Casey Mize, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you could throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
4-0 the score tonight. The National League Futures took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mitch Keller is credited with the win. Casey Mize only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Hitting second, the challenger, representing the Los Angeles Dodgers, Cody Bellinger. That's gone all the way out to the concourse. There's number 7. That's gone. Home run number 8. Just 1 minute remaining. A hat trick. 3 in a row. 4 in a row now. And that ends the round. He ends the round with a total of 14 home runs. And that won't be enough to advance. Unfortunately, he has been eliminated. Up to the plate, the challenger, representing the Los Angeles Dodgers, number 13, Max Muncy. 2 minutes remaining. That's a home run. Time's up. That will do it. He finishes with a total of 9 home runs. That's not quite enough. He's been eliminated from the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB The Show has baseball from Progressive Field, the Midsummer Classic between the National League All-Stars and the American League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on MLB Network. I'll be joined in the booth by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, but before we turn to them, let's turn to the results of the fan voting for this year's All-Star starters. Final preparations being made on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 American League All-Star.
Briefly now, we'll look at the 2 men named by their managers to get the ball here to begin this All-Star game. Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this guy lives and dies with one pitch, and that's that powerhouse sinker. Guys often relate it to like trying to hit a bowling ball. When it's good, it's usually at the knees and below, and he's really easy to figure out if he's going to be on. If in the first inning you see a steady diet of ground balls and keeping his infielders involved, there's a pretty good chance he's going to have a rock-solid game.
All right, let's check out the American League All-Stars on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport, Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
2 gone, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. A solo shot here to left, and the NL is on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result. Changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Trout. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So it's a 2-run homer for Corey Seager as the National League has now taken a 3-2 lead.
Man, he should have put a bow on that pitch because it was an absolute gift. You could see that he caught too much of the plate and the hitter caught too much of the ball. Sayonara. See you next time.
Cross that time, laid off for a ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The National League led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Max Scherzer pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious National League All-Stars, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Max Scherzer. The loss goes to Chris Sale. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to downtown San Diego and Petco Park. Here it's the little guys on the big stage between the International League All-Stars and the All-Stars from the Pacific Coast League. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Daniel Mengden, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's Mr. Old School. He reminds me a little bit of Catfish Hunter. Kind of animated on the mound, has a little bit of a herky-jerky delivery, not overpowering, good fastball, 89-92. Good mix of off-speed pitches, but I will say this, a strike thrower, and he's not afraid of the bat. He'll throw the ball over the plate.
They're down to their final strike tonight. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrell. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless 9th inning to pick up the save. Business as usual from one of the best in the game.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The PCL jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Daniel Mengden pitches well enough to get the W. Fernando Romero only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
First for the victorious PCL All-Stars, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay. And we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
Well, the rain has finally passed us as we welcome you back. Yimi Garcia will be the new pitcher on the mound after the delay as we are ready for more baseball.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker.
And his game of hide and seek ends as he's tagged out to end the inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They still find themselves down 6-0.
For as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's got
hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Pollock, leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Santa Maria.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
So this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Line toward right center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
here that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Hernandez gloves it. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest. I didn't think he had 9 innings in him, but he battled and he finished the game and he picked up the win along the way too.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Los Angeles Dodgers swung the bats well with 16 hits. Walker Buehler records the victory, his 13th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Too much, but it's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs, 27 driven in. A diving effort as it's off his glove. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. Ryan Healy is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
This change for the Dodgers, now playing first base.
Yimi Garcia is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 63, Yimi Garcia.
Ball 1 strike to count. Liner towards second, and the ball is dropped. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We'll move to the third with no score.
And instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Yimi Garcia comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that
hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Gone to lead off the inning. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Jacob Nix, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Denny?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last 3 starts, all 3 he's picked up wins.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here off the bat of Justin Smoak. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. On to the third baseman, but it's off the mark. And they're going to get him at home plate here, as he may have been trying to bite off a little bit more than he could chew. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me when I've been riding in the phantom. Got all designer on me. I'm so fly, don't matter. I wanted to feel the V12 when I was riding in Atlanta. Busy being cooked all day. I'm my phantom.
He's set. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Bader going back. Still going back. Gone! Santa Maria. Game over. So a solo shot here to left center field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
I'm a horror, but I've been blessed kind of sorta. Every bar brick and mortar. Can't sing, but I'm known to finesse on the chorus. You can't see the flow unless you using the eye of Horus. Ooh.
Live by the G code every day. It ain't a game.
I promise you it's different.
So don't compare how you move to the real. It ain't the same.
Zach Greinke is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching.
High and deep to right center. Marte looking up. A solo shot here off the bat of Justin Smoke, the 198th of his career, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0. Go-ahead run. Ready with the first pitch. Now, here it comes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second, but now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
The base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got.
And there's a base hit as the Diamondbacks are going to get on the board first. It's 1-0. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Boy, it's not very often you get a chance to get Zach Britton on the ropes. He's on the ropes right now, but I wouldn't bet against this guy getting out of this jam.
And he will make the catch back there as they're a step closer to getting out of this with 2 away now. Christian Walker will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Strike one to start the at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, no surprise that he's able to close the deal here. That's career save number 150. And in today's game, where the closer's job is seemingly always up for grabs, that's pretty impressive.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Los Angeles, with their 97th win, tops in the division. Tyler Glasnow earns the win, his second, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Zach Britton wraps it up for the save, his 8th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.